Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Eric. I'm going to give you guys my Call of Duty multiplayer review. I think I've had long enough to play this game to not sort of feel like I'm making snap judgments based off a couple of sessions. I think I've got about 15, 16 hours into the game now, and a couple weeks to sink in and think about it. So I'm going to talk about what I think of this game and what it means for me. Pretty much a Call of Duty channel up to this point, so let's get to it. So the first thing I want to talk about, oh, and by the way, I'm trying to make this not sound like a bitch session. I think if you follow me on Twitter, you probably know the direction this review is going to get headed in. But I think I'm trying my best to be fair and make good points about the way that I feel when I talk about something. So the first thing I want to talk about is the guns and the bullet damage. It's no secret that this game has the quickest kill time of any Call of Duty. The bullets kill extremely quickly, which is the opposite of what happens in a Treyarch game. Treyarch games tend to focus on the actual gun battle and what happens there, whereas Infinity Ward, the gunfights are over extremely quickly. There's not a lot of options once the gunfight begins to change the outcome of that. So a lot of what wins a gunfight in an Infinity Ward title is to who gets the drop and who's on target first. And usually if you can get center mass first, the gunfight is over before the other player can react. So I'm not a fan of that. I prefer to although it can be frustrating to have to put 6-7 bullets into somebody, I do like the flexibility that offers in terms of being able to avoid what could be a bullshit death, or just sort of skill coming into it. If somebody starts spraying you down but you have better aim, you might be able to actually win that gunfight, or duck and get shot a couple times but be able to fire back. Whereas in this game, usually if somebody starts shooting you, it's too late. It's over. Like right there, there's really nothing I could do right there. He had the drop and I lost. And the MSBS, by the way, I'm using that gun in this game, and a lot of people are calling it super OP, and I think it's a good gun. But you have to be accurate with it, and it is very inconsistent mid to long range. So it's not. I don't think it's as OP as a lot of people are crying about. I mean, if you miss that first burst, pretty much any other weapon is gonna fucking kill you anyway. So it's not, not that big of a deal. I think it's overstated. But anyway, that's what I feel about the bullets and the guns. Now, I think that segues into connections. I still think there's a lot of connection issues with this game, and it could be that the hit detection praises that this game gets, while I will agree that they're much better than Black Ops 2, I don't think they're quite as amazing, as everyone's making them out to be, just because, you only need a couple bullets to connect and they're dead. So as long as the hit detection is marginally better, it's going to feel like a marked, improvement over Black Ops 2, simply because the kill time is so much faster. You only need 2 to hit, so even if you spray down 4 and half of them miss, you still have enough on target to kill them. So the connections are still pretty shaky. I mean, the dedicated servers don't seem to be being used for anything. I mean, I haven't really even seen one yet. I'm still seeing dashboarding and host migrations 1, 2, 3 times a match, and a lot of empty lobbies, where it's like fucking 4v4 here on Stonehaven and no one ever joins. And it's just, I mean, the game's only been out 2 weeks. There should be plenty of people playing, right? So I don't really get that, but I do have a lot less moments where I feel like I shot somebody and nothing fucking happened. So that's great. They're definitely better than Black Ops 2. Definitely. The spawns are a problem, I think. I will say that I think out of anything that's wrong with Ghosts, I think the spawns have the best chance of being fixed by Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward's not known for post-release support and fixing issues. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. They don't do a lot after the games come out to fix issues. If they did, then we'd all be able to play Modern Warfare 2 and have fun. But we know how that went down. So, we can't expect too much in the way of Infinity Ward dealing with much of what I'm talking about in this game. But the spawns are erratic and crazy. There seems to be more of a priority on the revenge kill than spawn influencers like team position or control points. they just really want someone to spawn behind you if you kill them, or some, I don't know. There's, you know, these maps are plenty big enough where there should be room for people not to spawn on you, but like even on this map, Stormfront, there's been times where just guys have, you know, like C-Dom, that street there, guys are just spawning right next to me. I'm just hosing the poor guys down because they're just coming right in next to me on Domination. You know, not even something like Demolition where, you know, you're sort of used to that happening, but on Domination that shouldn't happen. But it does. The spawns are just really wacky in this game. So I don't know, that sucks. The maps, you know, we're talking about the spawns being crazy. These maps are just huge. For the most part, I think they're way too big. There's, you know, the verticality, while it sounds nice on paper, doesn't play out well. It makes the game play more like Battlefield, which I don't think is a good thing. If I want to play Battlefield, play fucking Battlefield. There's too much verticality. There's too many corners. There's too many windows. It's just too many options. There's too many corners to check. It slows down the gameplay. And there's not a lot of flow to these maps either. They're just sort of excuse me, there's like I said, there's too many options. I like, you know, being able to climb over anything. I do like how you can climb over more stuff in this game, but there should be less options for moving around so that you can feel a little bit more confident in your route and not have to check, you know, 15 fucking corners every 3 seconds so that, you know, some asshole with Amplify who's lying down ADSing waiting for you to walk by. Because that happens all the time in this game, and it's just, you know, like I said, it breaks up the flow of the game. It makes it not fun. So that's kind of a bummer there too. Like I said, a lot of these things are sort of big deals. You know what I mean? These maps penalize movement. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just too many places for people to be douchebags, and you give people an opportunity to be a douchebag, they will be a douchebag. So something positive is the controls feel really great, nice, smooth, and responsive. The movement's really crisp in this game. I love that. I haven't used the contextual lean too much, but I do think it's a cool option. I think it's, you know, in the end probably gonna be annoying. But I do like the idea that they're adding more options on how to move. That's always a good thing. The customization, I don't know, I kind of think it's kind of an afterthought. I much prefer, you know, like the emblem approach, because that's what you see. You see your gun all the time when you play Call of Duty. You don't see your character. You never see your character when you're playing a game, unless you're watching a kill cam. And when you see another player in this game, because you know, you see a black shape and you shoot at it, and then the gunfight's over. You don't spend more than, you know, I'm going to say a half a second looking at a character model. So I like to have my emblem to look at. So I don't know. I'm not, you know, but I don't know. It's cool. You know, you can do your different body types and ethnicities and a lot of more camos and all that sort of shit. But I don't know. For me, it's not really that big of a deal. Next thing I'd talk about is some of the, like, quick scoping and some of the kill streaks, right? So quick scoping, you know, they said it wasn't going to be in the game, and it is, which is never good. You know, they did that with Last Stand, and it turned out to be Dead Man's Hand, and I just got melted. And you know, that was bad. So it's bad that, you know, they said there's no quick scoping. Everybody knows you can quick scope as good as you ever could in this game. I think that it's going to become a problem later in the life cycle of this game. Right now, not so much, because most people don't know the routes and they're not familiar enough with the game. But 3-4 months down the road, when everybody knows these maps and all the sightlines have been exposed by YouTubers, the quick scoping and the sniping is going to become a big problem. But not yet. The kill streaks are a big issue for me. I think they really fucked up in this department. And maybe it was because of the public outcry. You know, Modern Warfare 3, excuse me, there was too much shit in the sky, and I sort of get that, because, you know, you can always shoot it down, though. Remember that? The whole rocket launcher thing? People seem to forget about that, but they nerfed the kill streaks to the point where it's just not fun. Look, Call of Duty's about fucking kill streaks. It's what makes it stand out from other franchises. It's why I love the series, honestly, is I like the whole kill streak idea of getting a bunch of kills that's hard to do and getting rewarded for it by something fun to control, or something that's going to go out there and get you some kills. Instead, you have these, like, limp dick fucking useless kill streaks like the Trinity Rocket, the Battle Hind. Like, they all just suck, man. All the assault streaks are just terrible. Even the Loki's a fucking cumbersome piece of shit. Like, I mean, you gotta lead your shots by so much. The thing moves so slow. It's just, you know, even the helo pilot, I've only done that like 2 or 3 times maybe, but it's just like you can't aim down low enough. It's just slow. Everything is really sluggish, and it's frustrating to get, you know, excuse me, 12 points to get a kill streak, to have it do nothing, get you fucking 2 kills, you know. So, and then like Riley, I think Riley's the biggest fuck up. It's dead man's pooch, you know. It's a kill streak in excuse me, it's a death streak in disguise. Riley could have been cool. Like, here's what I was thinking. Like, say you have Riley, you get him, he should be like a 7 or 8 point streak, but he's actually useful. You can put him in Overwatch mode, and he, you know, it's like he has amplified. He can control your perimeter and actually protect you, because a lot of times people still come up behind you and he doesn't even know. He's like sitting there wagging his fucking tongue like an idiot, and then you die. You know, it would be great if you could actually put him in a defensive mode where he'll watch your perimeter, or you could make him, you know, act aggressively and hunt like a Treyarch dog does, and go out and actually get you some kills. Where he shines the most is as a revenge kill, as a death streak. You know, he's so hard to kill. He's a fucking dog with ballistic vest who moves twice as fast as a human does. If you kill somebody and he's got a guard dog within, you know, 10 feet, you're fucked. There's no way you can kill him in time. And, you know, you get 3 or 4 guys on the other team running dogs. It's just so fucking annoying. Again, it just, I just don't understand where they were coming from there. But, you know, they took a lot of the competitive stuff away. I'm not going to get too into that. I think that was a step backward, and that sucks. But for most people playing multiplayer, that's got nothing to do with it. So there's not really any place. So right now, I'm like, I can hear this guy, and I don't know where he is. He's gonna end up killing me. This is my first time playing this map. I actually like this map a lot, but I really didn't know where he was coming from. But he was below me. So yeah, the competitive thing sucks, but it is what it is. You know, the game types, they took some stuff away. They're starting to give it back now. That's good. But you know, I think another step backward is they don't reward objective play more than just camping and sound whoring. So the objective game types have suffered, and that might be why Cranked is so popular. But you know, if you're not hugely a fan of Cranked, you're kind of assed out in this game, which is too bad. But you know, overall, I think the fun factor in this game is there. If you get a good lobby and, you know, you get a good connection, and you can have a lot of fun in this game. And I think, you know, like with any Call of Duty, as you keep playing the game and figure it out, you're going to get there. But getting there is so painful. And I think that the sum of all these issues essentially makes this a very frustrating experience. And so, you know, if I'm going to put all these things together and give this thing a grade, my final grade for Ghosts is a C-. I think that the problems of this game, when you add them all together, just overwhelmingly bring the game down to a subpar level. It can be a fun game, but these things have encouraged people to play like douches and slow down, excuse me, and be afraid to move. So either you're a really skilled rusher, or you're fucking camping your ass off, or you're just running around dying your ass off. And it's hard to not fall into one of those 3 categories. So, you know, that's a problem for me. That's what I think of the game. I'm probably not going to be doing any Ghost videos, so I'll be bringing you guys some music and stuff like that. But that's it. That's my grade, C-. And, you know, I don't think it's a terrible game, but I just think that there's too much wrong with it for it to be awesome. So that's what I think. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I was fair. I'm sure you'll let me know if I was not. And I'll see you guys soon with some music content. All right, take care, guys. Bye.